It was a bright, sunny day in downtown San Francisco when the sky suddenly darkened. People looked up, confused and scared, as massive alien ships appeared out of nowhere. The invasion had begun, and chaos erupted in the streets. Alex, a tech genius working in his small apartment, was the first to notice the strange signals on his computer. He ran to the window and saw the alien ships. "No way," he muttered. He quickly grabbed his laptop and started gathering data. Meanwhile, across town, Maria, a fearless pilot, was at the airfield. She watched in shock as the alien Armada descended. Her instincts kicked in. "We need to get in the air now!" she shouted to her fellow pilots. They scrambled to their planes, ready to defend their city. Jake, a former soldier, was at a coffee shop when the invasion started. He didn't hesitate. "We've got to get people to safety," he said, rallying a group of bystanders. With military precision, he organized an evacuation effort, guiding people to underground shelters. Lily, a brilliant scientist, was at her lab when she saw the news. She immediately knew this was beyond anything she had ever studied. Grabbing her research on extraterrestrial life, she headed to the nearest military base, hoping to offer her expertise. As the alien ships began their attack, these four individuals found themselves at the forefront of the defense effort. Alex's hacking skills disrupted the aliens' communications, buying precious time. Maria led a squadron of jets in daring aerial maneuvers, taking down enemy ships. Jake's leadership on the ground ensured that hundreds of civilians reached safety, and Lily's scientific knowledge helped the military understand the alien technology. The first battle was intense and brutal. Alien soldiers equipped with advanced weaponry landed in the city. Alex, Maria, Jake, and Lily, despite their different backgrounds, found themselves fighting side by side. Their combined efforts turned the tide, and the alien forces retreated, at least for now. After the battle, the four heroes met at a makeshift command center. Exhausted but determined, they knew this was just the beginning. "We need to figure out a way to take the fight to them," Alex said, wiping sweat from his brow. Maria nodded. "We can't just wait for them to come back. We need a plan." Jake, ever the strategist, added, "We need to find their weakness. Every enemy has one." Lily agreed, her mind racing with possibilities. "I have some ideas, but we need more information." Together, they formed a team, an unlikely group of heroes brought together by the invasion. They knew the road ahead would be tough, but they were ready to fight for their planet. The fate of humanity depended on them. The atmosphere in the makeshift command center was tense. Alex, Maria, Jake, and Lily were huddled around a table strewn with maps, schematics, and hastily written notes. The room buzzed with frantic energy as they tried to formulate a plan. "We need to get inside that mothership," Alex said, pointing at the holographic display of the alien vessel hovering above the city. "If we can disable it, we might have a chance to turn this thing around." Maria, pacing back and forth, stopped and looked at Alex. "And how exactly do you propose we do that? It's not like we can just walk up and knock on their front door." Lily, scribbling equations on a whiteboard, chimed in. "We need to find a weak point, something we can exploit. From the data we've gathered, their power source seems to be centralized. If we can disrupt it, it might cause a chain reaction." Jake, ever the pragmatist, crossed his arms. "All right, let's say we do find a way in. We're going to need a way to get past their defenses. Any ideas?" Alex's face lit up. "I've been working on something. It's a kind of cloaking device. It's not perfect, but it should be enough to get us close without being detected." Maria nodded, her eyes filled with determination. "I can pilot us in. I know the air routes better than anyone. We'll need to be quick and precise." Jake grinned. "Sounds like a plan. Let's gear up and get ready." As the team prepared for the mission, they faced internal challenges. The stress of the situation weighed heavily on them, and tempers flared. Maria and Alex argued over the best approach to the infiltration, their voices rising as they debated tactics. "We need to be stealthy," Alex insisted. "If we go in guns blazing, we'll get ourselves killed." Maria shot back, "And if we move too slowly, we'll lose our chance. We need to strike hard and fast." Jake stepped between them, raising his hands. "Enough. We need to work together, not tear each other apart. Lily, what do you think?" Lily, who had been quietly listening, spoke up. "I think we need a balance. We should use Alex's tech to get in undetected, but once we're inside, Maria's right. We need to move quickly and efficiently. The team took a deep breath, calming down and refocusing on the task at hand. They knew they had to put aside their differences and unite for the mission ahead. Hours later, as the sun set and the city lay in ruins beneath the looming alien ships, the team was ready. Alex had rigged up his cloaking device, and Maria had charted a course to the mothership. Jake had armed himself with weapons scavenged from the battlefield, and Lily carried a portable lab packed with tools and data. Standing together, they felt a renewed sense of purpose. "We've got one shot at this," Maria said, looking each of them in the eyes. "Let's make it count." With that, they boarded a small stealth craft, its engines humming quietly as they lifted off. The city below faded into the distance as they ascended toward the alien mothership, their hearts pounding with anticipation and fear. The fate of the world rested on their shoulders, and they were ready to do whatever it took to save it. The stealth craft silently approached the massive alien mothership, its cloaking device humming with energy. Inside, the team was tense but focused. Maria skillfully navigated through the alien patrols, her hands steady on the controls. "We're almost there," she whispered, her eyes scanning the instruments. "Alex, keep an eye on the cloaking device. Jake, get ready for anything." Jake nodded, his grip tight on his weapon. "Lily, you got everything you need?" Lily adjusted her portable lab and nodded. "I'm ready. Let's hope their systems are as centralized as we think." As they neared the mothership, Alex hacked into its systems, disabling the external sensors. "Okay, we've got a small window. We need to move fast." Maria guided the craft into a hidden docking bay. They disembarked quickly, sticking to the shadows. The inside of the mothership was a labyrinth of corridors and alien technology, glowing with an eerie light. The air was filled with a low, constant hum. "Stick together," Jake whispered, leading the way. "We don't know what kind of security measures they have in place." They moved cautiously, avoiding patrols and automated drones. Alex's hacking skills were put to the test as he bypassed security doors and disabled cameras. Each step was a calculated risk, but they were making progress. They reached a large chamber filled with strange, pulsing machinery. Lily's eyes widened as she scanned the room. "This is it. Their power source should be in the center of this structure. If we can disrupt it, we might cause a chain reaction." Maria kept watch while Alex and Lily worked together to understand the alien technology. "We don't have much time," Maria warned, her eyes darting around. "We've got to hurry." Just then, a group of alien soldiers entered the chamber. Jake and Maria sprang into action, engaging the enemy while Alex and Lily continued their work. The sound of gunfire and the clash of weapons echoed through the chamber. "We're almost there!" Alex shouted, frantically working on the alien console. "Just a few more seconds!" Lily connected the final wires, her hands steady despite the chaos around her. "Done! We need to get out of here now!" Jake and Maria fought off the last of the alien soldiers as the machinery around them began to spark and whine. "Go, go, go!" Jake shouted, leading the way back to the stealth craft. They raced through the corridors, the alien mothership shaking as the power source destabilized. Alarms blared and the ship's systems began to fail. The team barely made it back to their craft, and Maria quickly took the controls. "Hang on!" she yelled, steering the craft out of the docking bay. They sped away from the mothership, the vessel exploding behind them in a brilliant display of light and debris. As they descended back toward Earth, the alien fleet began to falter, their ships losing power and crashing into the ocean or disintegrating in the atmosphere. The team's mission had been a success, but they knew the fight wasn't over yet. "We did it," Alex said, his voice filled with relief. "But we need to regroup and prepare for the next phase." Maria nodded, her eyes still on the controls. "This is just the beginning, but at least now we have a fighting chance." Jake looked at his team, a newfound respect in his eyes. "We make a good team. Let's keep it that way." Lily smiled, her mind already racing with new ideas. "We've got a lot of work to do, but together we can do anything." As they flew back to their devastated city, the team felt a sense of hope. They had struck a significant blow against the alien invaders, and now they were ready to take the fight to the next level. The battle for Earth was far from over, but with their combined skills and determination, they were prepared to face whatever came next. Back on Earth, the team landed amidst a scene of chaos. Fires burned in the distance, and the sky was still filled with the remnants of the battle. But amidst the destruction, there was a spark of hope. The alien mothership had been destroyed, and the fleet was in disarray. They quickly made their way to the military base, where General Harper, a stern but fair leader, was coordinating the defense efforts. "You did it," he said, a rare smile breaking through his usual grim expression. "We've got them on the run, but we need to finish this. What did you find?" Alex stepped forward, pulling up his data on a large screen. "We discovered a critical weakness in their technology. Their power sources are centralized and interconnected. If we can hit their main base of operations, we can cripple their entire fleet." Lily added, "We also found that their command structure is highly dependent on a central hub located here." She pointed to a map. "In the heart of their fleet. If we take that out, it will throw them into complete disarray." General Harper nodded. "Then we need to strike now. We'll launch a coordinated attack on their main base. Maria, you'll lead the aerial assault. Jake, you'll coordinate the ground forces. Alex and Lily, you'll provide technical support and guide us through their defenses." The team quickly prepared for the final assault. Soldiers and pilots geared up, and the atmosphere was charged with a mix of fear and determination. This was the last stand, the final push to reclaim their planet. As the sun set, the attack began. Maria led a squadron of jets, weaving through the sky with unparalleled skill. "Stay tight," she commanded, her voice steady. "We hit them hard and fast." On the ground, Jake led his troops with precision. "Move, move, move!" he shouted, directing them towards the enemy's weak points. Explosions rocked the battlefield as human forces clashed with the alien invaders. In the command center, Alex and Lily worked tirelessly, hacking into the alien systems and providing real-time intelligence. "We've got a breach," Alex yelled, his fingers flying over the keyboard. "Redirecting their defenses now." Lily monitored the data streams, her mind racing. "We're almost there, just a little more time." The battle raged on, each moment feeling like an eternity. But the combined efforts of the human forces began to turn the tide. Maria's aerial assault broke through the enemy lines, and Jake's ground forces pushed forward, gaining ground with every step. Finally, they reached the alien command hub. Jake and his team stormed the facility, fighting through waves of alien soldiers. They planted explosives at key points, ready to bring the entire structure down. "Get clear!" Jake shouted as they made their final push. The team retreated to a safe distance as the explosives detonated, the alien command hub collapsing in a massive explosion. Back in the skies, Maria watched as the alien ships began to falter and fall. "We did it," she whispered, her heart pounding with a mix of exhaustion and triumph. In the command center, Alex and Lily watched the monitors as the alien fleet disintegrated. "It's over," Alex said, a smile spreading across his face. "We won." As dawn broke, the remnants of the alien fleet fled the planet, their invasion thwarted. The world slowly began to recover, cities rebuilding, and life returning to normal. But the memory of the battle and the bravery of the heroes who fought it remained. The team stood together, looking out at the sunrise. "We did it," Jake said, his voice filled with pride. "We saved our planet." Maria nodded, her eyes shining. "And we did it together." Lily smiled, the weight of the battle lifting from her shoulders. "We make a pretty good team." Alex grinned. "What's next, then? Saving the universe?" They laughed, their bond forged in the fires of battle. They knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, as friends and as heroes. The world was safe for now, but their story was far from over.